I think we're close enough now. It'll jump over in just a moment. Let's call the meeting to order. Everybody, thank you for participating. Just a quick one, Tim. Is Ollie going to? Is not Ollie. Ollie's sitting.
Disposal side saw a nominal decrease in disposal numbers. One thing to keep in mind is February does have a less number of days, service days than the rest of the year. And you'll see that reflected in the February 2020 numbers also. Pounds per month was 135, and we came in in February 2021 at 131. So definitely close within that. And then I think there were 20 business days in February, and sometimes you hit somewhere around 23, depending on the month, for that 4 pound difference. Recycling was up year over year, February 20 versus February 2021. But all in all, tonnage, yard waste tonnage was down significantly based on February of last year.
Yeah, but, and that was easy to explain. When did it not rain in February?
Also, there wasn't a tornado this year.
Yeah, no tornadoes this year. We did have that last year. Okay. Any questions for Tim? I'm not seeing any heads are shaking generally in this direction. Okay.
It was a good month. Congratulations.
Yeah. Hooray. Well done.
Thank y'all. Appreciate it.
Okay. We got something to crow about. The only thing I do want to run you over on the total tonnage thing. If you flip over to the very last column, our diversion rate is now 37%. It should start picking up now that the weather is getting better, and hopefully we will achieve, and our goal always is 40%. We've been just under that for the past several years, so hopefully that number will increase slightly and get us closer to 40% that we would like to have there. Okay, any questions for Tim? Comments otherwise? Okay. Any other issues under solid waste?
Good job, Tim.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Yep.
Maybe the improvement is due to the change in management.
I'll take credit for it this month. We'll see how next month goes. How about that?
Okay, you'll take it right away, huh? Okay. Very good on that one. Okay. If there are no other solid waste issues, we'll close that one down. Are there any other? Okay, we'll close it on down. And Tim, you're welcome to stick around, but you're also welcome to do whatever's next on your calendar.
Yes, sir. Still at the office. I'm going to take off for the evening.
Yeah, please do. And then we'll see you next month.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
April meeting. Okay.
Good seeing you all.
Yep. Tim, have a great evening.
Same to you, Tim.
Okay. You're welcome to go off if you'd like. There we go. Okay. Our next item on the agenda is item 5, which is physical agents. Is there anything on the physical agent side? Not seeing anything. I was wondering if we were going to get some things happening. We're now starting the economy back, but we would get the Butler High School football game, the stuff that goes on over on our side of the thing at Covenant Day School athletic programs, but I've not heard any or seen any issues related to that. So we've got that one pretty much under control. Next item, stormwater issues.
It's over.
Okay, I'm going to kick it over to David for a moment.
I took a walk yesterday. I went to the bottoms of, what is it?
Lake and Heath.
Lake and Heath. Thank you. And I saw some really disgusting water. So I sent an email to the county, and they sent an inspector out today. Very prompt service, very professional young lady. She said that she agreed what I saw was really ugly, but that it was perfectly normal. It was an iron algae type thing. I haven't had biology since 7th grade, so that's
And algae is not algae is not uncommon. I ran swimming pools in college, and if they got the chemistry way out of whack, we would get some algae growth, and I fixed that more than a few times. So, David, it's exactly what would be normal when you get the chemistry. As I recall, you get the chemistry too acidic to make that happen.
What street was that, David?
Lake and Heath.
Oh,
It's the
okay.
street right before you get going from our area to Monroe Road. It's a street right before you get to Sardis Road.
Yeah, just before the light.
Yep. There's been a lot of construction. I'm sure we'll see more coming up. Do we have any plan, or who in the city routinely checks to make sure that the barriers are up and that sort of thing?
That's Mecklenburg County Water Quality.
Okay,
That's a memo of understanding.
got it.
Okay, good point, though, Andrew. Good point. Okay, anything else under stormwater? Hearing none. Air quality issues. David, you reported some stuff.
There was nothing new this month. I think that the records review that was done for TC, Transcontinental, formerly IntelliCode, formerly Wrexham and Wrexham, I reported last month. But whatever their name is, there were no issues found with their records.
Yep. Okay. Under air quality issues, let me just jump in. We are now heading into our ozone season, and we'll see what happens with whatever the new normal is. I reported to you that last year we had an exceptionally good ozone season from the standpoint of the ozone levels. So we'll see what happens this summer with ozone, which is typically, and interesting enough, most of the ozone problem is going to be not so much later in the summer when it may be hotter, but through about June 30th. That's when we seem to have a little bit more of a problem. So we'll see what happens in terms of the ozone season coming up and making things happen there. Any other questions on ozone or air quality?
Related to that, in Mecklenburg County, our primary pollution source is not transcontinental. It is automobile emissions, and with the automobile fleet becoming more and more electric, there will not be as much emissions from that. However, something I read in a mechanical engineering newsletter is that because of the electrification of the fleet, there will be a need for more electricity generation, which means that the current nuke stations that service us may not be enough, which means they may have to start running their other plants unless they buy alternate energy.
Yeah, and some of that's going to be through merchant. David, let me jump in. Some of that's going to be through merchant folks. We've got one or two of those somewhere towards Statesville that are not owned by Duke Energy, but they buy the energy. It's a peak shaving operation, and they buy the energy from those, and they're gas turbines. So it'll be hopefully a cleaner. It turns out my daughter works for Duke Energy, and they're shutting down some of the coal plants. And the Marshall plant is being converted to natural gas, and that should be done sometime later this year. So things are changing in that direction. Let me add one other point. We do not have any electrical generation unit of any significance in Mecklenburg County. All these units, whether they be the Nukes or the coal or gas, are going to be some other county. Now, pardon me?
McGuire's in Mecklenburg County.
Yeah, but yeah, that's right. It's there. Sorry about that. The point,
Plus the
we do,
hydrogen.
yeah, the point we do have is we do have some solar farms in the community. So they're not very large ones, but we do have some solar farms. So if you see one of those, you'll know what's going on there.
I'm just going to bring up one point to David and also Gordon, is that a number of these people who have electric vehicles are also installing solar on roofs to supply a battery system that you don't need to use the coal or the gas or the emission producing. And I beg to differ, but on nuclear, I don't have emission problems there. They have a different kind of problem. But the issue there is that, yeah, there's going to be more electric vehicles, but a lot of that's going to be covered using these new forms of energy that are coming from electric garages, and so I see the emissions actually going down. We have to be concerned at some point. Did we go too far?
Mm-hmm. No, I agree. They will go down, and I agree that hopefully many people will install solar panels to charge the solar vehicles, or even have a solar panel on the roof of the vehicle to keep it charged.
Absolutely.
Mm-hmm.
And as Gordon has somebody working at Duke Energy, I have somebody working in the auto world, and he says, don't be surprised that in the future when you make traveling arrangements that there'll be super power stations. I think Duke and Dominion, TVA, and AEP, and one other companies are already tagged together to create power stations so you can make long distance travel. But he said he also considered that there will be places where you pull in, you don't have to wait for a charge, you just exchange your batteries out.
Right. And interestingly enough, that's very common practice in Israel. They just change your battery out, put a fully charged one in, and take your discharged one out, and off you go. According to what I've read about it, it takes less than 15 minutes.
Correct.
It's a plug and go scenario. So there's some positives heading in that direction. So Ian, you may be driving an electrical vehicle. You will not have the same opportunity and feeling that we had driving those muscle cars of our era. You may be driving something. What's interesting, though, my son has a Tesla. That Tesla's faster than almost any vehicle on the road because it's electrically powered. It just flies. And it's quite an interesting situation. Anything else under air quality? Is there any other business before the group?
I got one.
Go ahead, Ollie.
Is it time to call the end of the meeting?
Second.
No, I'm going to make one comment, and then I'll let you do that, Ollie. Leif Fitzpatrick, who's the Assistant Public Works Director, he's a new fellow in there, is leading an effort for doing litter cleanup, which tangentially is part of our world. So if you see something going on with that going on, I have hopefully a gathering with him on Monday, and we're going to talk a little bit about it on what's going on, what's happening. So we may have a litter cleanup in the town.
Who?
His name's Leif.
Life, Lief, Fitzpatrick. He's the Assistant Public Works Director.
Oh,
Okay, so we'll see what happens there. Maybe we have something going on. He's already planning an April 17th, which is Earth Day, thing for doing some litter cleanup. So watch for some news on that particular activity. There may be some things going on there. Okay, Ollie, it's your floor.
Okay, it's time to adjourn.
Is there a second? Did I hear David? All right. All in favor of adjourning, please indicate by leaving the Zoom meeting. Have a great evening, everyone.
Next meeting, April 13th.
April 13th.
April 13th. Bye.
Bye-bye.
Bye.